how's it going? Corey here. Welcome to the latest Tackle Warehouse vlog. Today we're talking about a few closeout items, including some smoking deals on some rods and reels. The first item I want to talk about today is a Daiwa Bradia. The Daiwa Bradia is the Japanese version of the Shirtate. As many of you know, we had the Shirtates on Closeout a few months ago, and those guys smoked out here really quick. As I was saying, this is the Japanese cousin to the Shirtate. A lot of the same quality, construction, and components, but there are a few differences. The most noticeable is the color. This one has a nice black matte finish, making it a very sleek and stylish reel. Also on the handle here, you can see it's slightly bigger than Shirtate, but I kind of like it. It's a little easier to grab onto when you go to reel the fish in. Then also here on the spool itself, the Shirtate has a titanium lip where this reel does not. The reel also features the air bail wire with the Twist Buster 2 to reduce line twist and a super smooth Daiwa tournament drag. But the most unique feature about this reel is actually the price point. The price on this reel is so low that Daiwa actually won't allow us to currently put the reel up on the site. So if you want to get pricing and more information on this reel, you have to go to the web address below, www.tacklewarehouse.com/promo/Daiwa.html. It's going to ask you for a promo code, enter in Daiwa, Bradia, all one word, all lowercase, and I'll send you to the page. You get pricing, more information, and you can order the reel right from that page. But you can't get it to it regularly on the site. Or if you would like, you could also call one of our customer service representatives at 1-800-300-4916 for pricing and to place an order. Next reel I want to take a look at is the Daiwa VIENTO. This guy here retailed for $249 originally. We have marked down to $229.99. That's a savings of $80. The VIENTO is a lightweight, compact little reel, weighs in at 8.3 ounces. Features a Megaforce braking system to minimize those backlashes. A real lightweight wiffle spool, free floating for those real long casts. Also has Daiwa's 7-disc fiber drag system for ultra smooth drag. But the most unique feature about this reel is actually the twitching bar. What it allows you to do is actually with one hand, allows you to impart action on the bait, working your jig, your plastic, whatever you want on the bottom. Press it real firmly, it picks up as much as 20 inches of line. You gently press it, and it'll pick up just about 4 inches of line. But one thing we really like about this reel is that when you go to, you can use it as a flipping switch. Disengage the reel, you flip it out there, simply press the button, re-engage the reel, and that way you're not going to miss those quick strikes when flipping and pitching. Even if you don't like utilizing the feature of the twitching bar, when you go to use it, you can see it's out of the way and not going to bother you in your casting. If you do happen to accidentally hit it, you already have your hand on the reel, it's not going to affect the action at all. Either way, it's an excellent reel at a great price. Definitely want to pick one of these guys up. Next up, I want to talk about real quick before we look at some of the rods that we have on Closeout is the Daiwa FUEGO. The Daiwa FUEGO originally retailed for $249. We've got it on sale for $144.95. That's 42% off the original price for savings of over $105. Up next, we also have a couple rods also from Daiwa. These are the Daiwa Cielo rods. Now these guys originally retailed for $264 up to $339. We've got them all marked down 30% for savings of up to $92. Now when they introduced these rods, they also introduced their new revolutionary SVF Super Volume Fiber Graphite. This is the same graphite technology they incorporate into the Steez rods, which are their flagship rods that retail for over $500. We have 4 different models currently available on Closeout. We've got the 6'6" worm and jig rod, the 7-foot heavy worm and jig rod. Also makes for an extra little pitching stick when you're in tight cover with trees kind of overhanging. You can really get in there and get a real accurate cast, and it's not a real long rod or you can be hitting trees and whatnot. If you are looking for a flipping stick, we also have the 7'6" heavy flipping stick. This is a rod I actually picked up for myself. Excellent rod, rated for quarter all the way up to 2-ounce lure weights and a line rating of 17 to 30 pound tests. So a great flipping stick, proficient even in the heaviest of cover. Now they also came out with a drop shot rod that we picked up. Same components and everything as the other rods, but it's a spinning rod. What's really unique about this rod is in the tip. It has a titanium tip, making it extremely sensitive. But when I found out fishing a rod, it makes it a little tough sometimes to fill when you're fishing on a slack line and trying to work the bait as the tip's moving. Sometimes it's a little hard to actually fill because there's so much slack and give in the tip. So actually almost not fish the rod with a little less slack line, almost load the tip up so you're actually working the bait with the tip and gives you a very good extreme sensitivity. You can fill that bite before they fill you. These next rods are the Daiwa IACONELLI rods. As some of you may have already heard, IACONELLI is no longer going to be fishing with Daiwa rods, which is unfortunate, but it's a good thing for you because now it's allowed us to put these rods down to $99 a piece. That's savings of almost 37% per rod. These rods feature Daiwa's HVF graphite, very lightweight, sensitive rod, Fuji guides. You can see all the way down here. You got Mike IACONELLI's aggressive styling on the rods, these cool little nut caps, and Daiwa's exclusive tournament reel seats on these guys. It makes them very sensitive little rods. He has 6 different models available. He has this model here, which is the 6.4 jerkbait rod, the 7.2 flipping and pitching rod. Also has a 7.8 long casting rod. Allows you to get those crankbaits way out there, get them down deep, so you can maximize your depth and get them in the strike zone for as long as possible. Also has an 8-foot flipping stick that he designed. And he designed this flipping stick for fishing mats. And when he fishes mats, obviously he uses braid. He prefers a little softer action, so this rod isn't like super soft, isn't real soft, but it has slightly parabolic action to it. He also has 2 spinning rods, a 6.8 worm and jig rod, great for finesse techniques, fishing a little shaky head, split shots, what have you. But also a long reach finesse rod. 7.6 rod, medium heavy, rated for 3/8 all the way up to 1 ounce. It's a great little rod for fishing split shots, any kind of finesse technique, especially in clear water when you make a real long cast to get it out there so the fish can't see you. But also works as great for throwing like deep little ends and small crankbaits as well. Before I let you go, I also want to give you a heads up on a couple of wave baits we have. Got a bunch of different wave baits on sale right now, anywhere from 99 cents to $1.99. Hands down, the most popular model is here is a Tiki toad. This guy sells for 99 cents and it comes in a 5-pack. So that's 20 cents per bait. You'd be hard pressed to get a better deal for a toad like this, and it's a great performing bait as well. We also have a lot of other styles and colors available from Waveworm. Most of them are about 99 cents, but the Tiki sticks do go for $1.99, but you're still getting a lot of worms for $1.99 a piece, and it's a great deal. We also have a lot of other line, lures, tackle, rods, and reels on the liquidation page you need to check out, because when those guys are gone, they're gone for good, and they're at some great pricing. Thanks for checking out this week's vlog. Make sure to check back in 2 weeks for some more new product.